Assessing the damage, the worrying and the waiting continues tonight in the Santa Cruz Mountains, where evacuation orders are still in effect.
It's just a day-by-day thing. It's so crazy.
Here we are. We're still waiting to see what's going on.
We have the latest from the fire lines and a sobering new map showing the trail of destruction.
And in other parts of the Bay Area, relief, evacuees being allowed to return home. Also,
total honesty is what we as citizens deserve from our president. Whether you like it or not, you always know what he's thinking.
First Lady Melania Trump takes her message to the American people, a rare public comment about her husband. We begin tonight with the firefight. A lot of moving parts here, and that includes thousands of people and firefighters.
Yeah, those firefighters making progress on the front lines. Here are the late night numbers. The LNU complex fire in the North Bay, 27% contained. The SCU complex burning in the South Bay and East Bay, 20% contained. And in the Santa Cruz Mountains, the CZU complex fire, 19% contained. Also tonight, many people now realizing their homes have been destroyed. We have team coverage. We begin with NBC Bay Area's Ian Cole. He's in the fire zone near Scotts Valley. Ian.
Yeah, and you know, I talked to a lot of evacuees tonight, and there's this sense of anxiousness as they watch and wait for word from the CAL FIRE chiefs here. And tonight, as the fire continues burning, for some of those people, they're breathing a little easier.
Tonight, flames are burning up the side of a mountain on Felton Empire Road, but it's not a bad thing, CAL FIRE says, because they're burning away from towns like Felton, Ben Lomond, and Boulder Creek, and spreading to area that is already charred.
Tough, steep terrain to work in, but we're having day-by-day success, and we're getting those control lines established.
He doesn't like being displaced at all.
The constant updates are what evacuees like Carla and Carol look for every hour. The two friends evacuated 1 week ago at 4 a.m. with their animals and the rest of their community.
It's sad because the people that you see that are losing their houses have such good spirits, and they're still trying to help everybody, you know.
The community pulls together in a tragedy like this.
For people like them, Santa Cruz County uploaded this damage assessment map showing what homes are gone and what ones are safe. Sadly, much of this block of Empire Grade Road near Alba Road is destroyed, which we confirmed with our cameras today. But for Carol and Carla, who live in Boulder Creek.
Look, so you guys are off to the right. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like there hasn't been any damage in your neighborhood.
Good. That's great. Now we just need to go home.
Yeah, now we need to go home.
But not quite yet. All Santa Cruz County evacuation orders remain tonight. CAL FIRE says crews are making significant progress while facing the danger of falling trees. Firefighters are hand-digging lines miles out into the woods on the side of mountains, hoping the threat will extinguish soon for those sitting and waiting.
A lot of appreciation in what we take for granted from day to day, and make you appreciate things a lot differently.
Now, we posted a link to that damage map on our website, NBCBayArea.com. I also wanted to share something that we've seen late tonight. Dozens of officers, not from Santa Cruz Mountains or Santa Cruz County, but from around the Bay Area who are over here, from Alameda County, Mountain View, Milpitas, Campbell. They're here tonight to assist deputies up in the mountains to make sure there's no looters going door to door up there. Helping them out as well in this mutual aid and protecting property late tonight and into early tomorrow morning. We're live in Scotts Valley. Ian Cole, NBC Bay Area News.
Ian, thank you. A lot of blood and sweat on the fire lines and a lot of appreciation for the firefighters. Neighbors leaving signs like these of support. Now, things are progressing in the North Bay as well. Many evacuation orders have been lifted, but not everyone is feeling safe after returning home. NBC Bay Area's Gianelli continues our coverage in Healdsburg.
I was very worried. I cried.
Angelica Viramontes was worried her home on Dry Creek Road was in the Wallbridge Fire's path when she evacuated last week.
This whole ridge was like lit up.
With the evacuation order for her neighborhood lifted tonight, she is relieved to find everything as she left it.
It's a rush to be home right now.
But with smoke visible from her backyard, she's not sure about unpacking her car.
But then when I come home, the smoke's right there. So it's like confusing, but relieving at the same time to just come home and sleep in my own bed. And
Evacuation orders and warnings are now lifted for thousands of people here in Sonoma County who are not too close to the Wallbridge firefight, and that includes Healdsburg.
I think people feel a sense of relief, but it's cautious relief.
At the Healdsburg Running Company, it's not quite back to business as usual. There are signs to make to thank firefighters.
We're just so grateful for everybody who comes in and helps us.
There's money to be raised to feed fire crews and meals to pack to deliver to the front lines.
It brings tears to my eyes when you're on the freeway watching, firefighters from all different parts of California and other states coming to help us, particularly make sure that, we take care of them. It's the least we can do.
Luca Feldman closed Barn Diva restaurant because of the smoke and evacuation warning, but started cooking for fire crews with donated supplies. He's hoping to reopen Thursday. The mayor of Healdsburg wants people to know while the fire is in view, town is open.
While they're still fighting the fire, it's far enough away that there's absolutely no danger to us, or we wouldn't be able to come back and be back. And so, yeah, Healdsburg's open.
Jean Ellie, NBC Bay Area News.
The LNU complex fire is the deadliest of all 3 Bay Area wildfires. It's killed 5 people, including a man from Solano County. James Leon Bone was well known in the rural Vacaville area. His neighbors say he lived in a home without running water or electricity and was visually impaired.
And he was a good person. He was different from us, but he surely didn't deserve to die like that.
Bone's cousin says he lived on the property his entire life and refused to move when his parents died.
Well, the smoke is beginning to clear. Let's take a live look over San Jose. Some of the best air quality that we have seen and breathed in days. But as we've discovered in the past week or so, things change fast. Let's bring in Jeff Ranieri. What are you seeing for us tomorrow, Jeff?
Well, I do think we'll get back to some unhealthy levels of air quality for parts of the Bay Area. But again, some of the best air quality right now that we have seen since these fires really started to rage last week. So let's get a look at what's happening right now. You can see in San Francisco, it's that fog moving in, really helping to flush out this smoke and send it off towards the east. And these numbers, astonishing here. We are all in the green, which is good. My lowest number in Napa at 31, Livermore 36, San Jose now at 49. So good air quality right now, this very second, across the entire Bay Area. Tomorrow, as the foggy breeze begins to relax, I do expect us to go up to unhealthy levels of air here across the Bay Area, except for the beaches and the coast, which still should stay in the good category. Now, the other thing that's helping firefighters right now is some increased humidity from the fog. We have 81% humidity up towards the North Bay, 87 for the South Bay fire, 97% down for the Santa Cruz fires, and temperatures in the 60s to 70s. This is exactly what they want to see right now, and also no gusty winds. We'll take you to tomorrow's forecast in about 15 minutes.
Okay, see you in a bit. Thank you so much, Jeff. Well, we're going to go to the SCU complex now. Burning in the South and East Bays. It's the largest of the Bay Area fires. It has scorched close to 366,000 acres. It's very much an active firefight tonight, even though some evacuation warnings have been lifted. NBC Bay Area Cheryl Hurd, she's live in Pleasanton with the details. Cheryl.
Well, tired and weary firefighters are here at the Pleasanton Fairgrounds getting some much needed rest before they find themselves right back on the fire line.
The most aggressive firefighting is happening along the northern edge and along the southern edge.
San Jose Fire Captain Mitch Matlow giving us an overview on where the SCU Wildland fire is still burning out of control.
The big concern right here is they want to stop it before it ruins the whole state park. This green area is Henrico State Park, and they definitely want to keep it out of the populated areas here.
Fire crews have been able to create a border around the massive fire with airdrops and bulldozers to protect cities like Fremont, Pleasanton, Livermore, Gilroy, and Morgan Hill.
This is the direction that the fire is traveling right now, and they want to stop it before it gets to 152.
While Morgan Hill is still under an evacuation warning tonight, residents there are being allowed to move back into their homes. This repopulation made possible by fire crews putting their lives on the line.
If something really bad happens out there on the line, all of these guys in the sleeping trailers could get pulled out there.
The Pleasanton Fairgrounds is their new home for now. Many of them lucky to get a full night's sleep before they're back on the front lines, keeping fire away from home.
We all look up to them, so it's an honor to take care of them.
Now, COVID-19 is also making it difficult for these firefighters. They have to follow all the new protocols while battling one of the largest fires in California history. Reporting live in Pleasanton, I'm Cheryl Hurd, NBC Bay Area News.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Ranieri. I'll have the forecast on the fire lines and when temperatures heat back up a little bit more coming up in 7 minutes.
Mothers and parents everywhere, you are warriors. In my husband, you have a president who will not stop fighting for you and your family.
Melania's moment, the First Lady headlining night 2 of the RNC, her message for America.
And is 6 feet enough? What new research now tells us about the coronavirus and social distancing? We have some breaking news at this late hour.